everybody does not have the luxury of having like a stay-at-home, like an in-home nanny or like a babysitter or something like that. You know, everybody don't have that luxury.
It's not that I want you here. It's not the way you said it to me.
Ooh, that's hot.
I fall for every time I try to resist you. Can't get away. One trees reach you and everything. All I wanna do is in a right next to you. You do. Try not to show. I feel like you. You wish you were. Don't really want to. I just wanna get away. Just stay right next to you. You. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around.
So it's really bothering me, but I cannot see myself right now. Honey, I'll be coming to y'all just looking any kind of way, but I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna start trying to do better with looking cute. But anyway, I decided to film my videos this way because I feel like the quality will be a little bit better. I usually do it with my front facing camera. So this is my intro / outro for this video. And I know it was very quick, but I decided to do that because yesterday, if you live in the Tennessee area, well, the Nashville area, we received a lot of snow. So King went to his aunt's house and then basically was stuck over there. So I was like, dang, I miss King. I was at home by myself, so I was bored, and I was like, let me just clean up the house. Let me get my life in order, get my affairs in order. Maybe that'll make me feel better. So I just wanted to share that with you all.
Much later.
Where'd you go? You know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. Yeah. It's about time we're making up. Times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you for said I didn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just in love with you. So confused, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? If you having it, that is on nothing. Take you there. Show something, give me more.
Excuse the bonnet, it's almost 10 o'clock at night, but I just wanted to go ahead and come on and do this video. I just had to get on here and tell somebody what's been going on with my toddler. He laughing. You must know I'm talking about you. But if you are new to my channel, I am a first-time mom to a 1-year-old. So I just feel like at this point he is starting to get into his terrible twos. And it's bad, like, honey, this baby be stressing me out, okay? This baby be stressing, well, this toddler be stressing me out. I have not updated y'all on him in a little minute. He went to the doctor, I think it's been like a month or two now. And his pediatrician, so he's still not in daycare. If you're new here, I made a video as to why we ended up taking him out. But we're now like maybe considering putting him back in there. I really think it's best for him to go in there, you know, because go to daycare, because honey, if I put these on you, you're gonna take them back off. Okay, let's put them on in. So, you know, he is the only child. He really don't interact with kids that much. So I think it's best for him to go back to daycare just because he can interact with other kids and stuff like that. When he does get around other kids, he doesn't act like awkward. I mean, he kind of standoffish at first, but I feel like that's how all children are. I mean, you know, and anyway, so I think it would help him not only like, you know, pick up on things as far as words go, but just socially, I think it'll help him too. But his pediatrician, a while back, I think when she said when he turned like 18 months or 12 months, she wanted him to know, I think it was 18 months, she wanted him to know like 10 words. Stop. And I'm like, you're a pediatrician, first of all. I don't think, like I've always said to myself, you know, even like in my previous videos about him, I don't think you should expect a child to reach certain milestones. Every child is different, you know, every child learns at their own pace. Just like with King walking, I was getting concerned that he wasn't going to be able to crawling. I feel like he took a long time to crawl, but look at him now, walking, honey, getting all into everything. So, and then you his pediatrician, why are you advising the educational stuff? You're not a teacher, you're a pediatrician, you're supposed to be worried about his health. So speaking of that, she said that she did not feel that he was gaining enough weight. He's been at 27 pounds for a while. I don't know if y'all seen King, honey, but he to me is a great size. He's been around other kids that is his age and older and are bigger than them. So how big do you want my child to be? And yeah, he's gonna stay the same because at this point he's getting longer. So, like, again, this is our second pediatrician. So I'm like, honey, do we need to switch? I mean, one thing I do miss about not working is not being able to be there in the appointments myself. I don't like that. I need to know everything blow by blow. So there's that. He knows mama, daddy. I try to get him to say angel. He can kind of say that. He knows lay down. Angel. You know, so he lay down. So it's like he picks up on words. We're just still trying to work on getting him to say them, you know what I mean? And he points at things with his books and everything. So it's like part of me be like, dang, it's us not having him in daycare, you know, hindering him. Again, he's not even 2 yet, so it's like I'm not really that alarmed, but I do want him to start, you know, just trying to interact and learn a little bit more because, unfortunately, you know, we're not there to work with. I try to work with him when I can, you know, learning wise and shapes and colors, but, you know, with me working every day, you know, I don't have the time to put in like I would really like to for him to learn. So that kind of makes me feel bad, but I think it'll get better. King, like, and I'm not just saying this because he's my child, but he is really smart. He a little bit too smart, okay, because he been getting into a lot of stuff. I'm gonna show y'all some clips, honey. Actually, the reason that we're not using my ring light is because that one is now broken. I had just got this, honey, and I don't know where I was, but King was upstairs, I think with his daddy, and girl, I was finna get ready to, one of my friends came over to take some pictures and stuff, you know, for her business, and she asked to use my ring light. Girl, I brought the ring light down here, honey, and I'm looking at the wire, and the little control part is gone. Like, really, King? Really? I'm talking about you, honey. It's kind of just a little toddler talk, you know, talking about King a little bit. I think he's in the terrible twos because he be doing some stuff, y'all, honey. He be doing some stuff. So, you know, I am still working from home. They wanted us to go back in the office like a few days. I mean, today, actually, I believe would have been the day. Yeah, today would have been the day for us to go back in, but because of COVID, they was like, you know, we just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. They've said this twice now. But anyway, those people that be like, oh, I wish I worked from home and blah, blah, blah. I believe I was that way too, but it's really not what it's like all cut out to be. And King, you know, I love him and stuff like that, but he makes it really, like, he makes it way harder. So like today I went to lunch. Girl, he done called somebody on my phone while I was on lunch. I don't know who it was. I don't know. But I got onto him and tried to hurry up and hang up the phone. So whoever it was, they probably heard me. But I'll just be like, what in the world? You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because I remember at one point, like a few months back, I was like, this child has a lot of energy. King literally just spilled water all over the table. That's the kind of stuff I be talking about. I don't even know how to talk. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying, guys. Started noticing how King had just picked up all this energy, like it was ridiculous. And I was like, it'll get better, you know, it'll wear down and stuff like that. It never did. Like, he's kept that same energy. And I was just like, what is going on with him? And I'm like, I feel like this is like pre-terrible twos or something like that. I need to quit saying that because I don't want to speak that, but that's really what feels like it's happening. So I'm like, what the heck are we supposed to expect when he actually turns 2? And what did we in January, February, March? 3 months he turns 2. So thank you very much, Sonny. So, you know, it just has me very nervous. And then I don't even remember. My bun just be sliding, honey. Since I got my little TWA now, she just be sliding. He just acts, and which all kids do, they just act off impulse. He can go up and down the steps now. And I just be like, what in the world? Like I follow this little page on Instagram. I might try to put like a picture of her page, Transforming Toddlerhood, I believe. But anyway, she gives like, you know, some little parenting tips. So I be trying to go by her because we said that we wasn't gonna whoop King. You know, I do pop him sometimes, but honey, he don't react. He don't react. He don't listen half the time. I will tell him to stop and he'll just sit there and look at me and start laughing. I birthed you. Why aren't you listening? And I don't just be like, King, stop. I be like, stop. Like, girl, it be some bass in my voice sometimes because, you know, you got to let him know that you're serious. And he don't take me serious. But he listens to his daddy. I need some help. But anyway, that Tyler page basically kind of explains, you know, why kids behave the way they do. You know, King cannot talk yet, so I can imagine how frustrating it is when you want something or you need something or you feel in a certain kind of way and nobody can understand you. So I do be feeling for him on that because, you know, that's frustrating, I'm sure. Y'all just have to go look at the girl's page that I be following. Like, the way you punish a kid can determine how they are in the future. The way you talk to your kid, you know, act with your kid and stuff like that. So I be really trying to go about her rules. I mean, I really be trying to, you know, be open-minded about it. But sometimes I just be like, King knows what the heck he is doing. Like, he will look at you, dead at you. Like, he stood on top of our table in here. He's done it multiple times. Like earlier, before I even did this video, I was in the kitchen washing dishes, and he was in here, honey. And I came in here to check on him. He's standing up on top of the table. So I told him to get down. I popped him. No. I told him to get down first, and then he got right back up like a few seconds later. You know what you're doing. So then I popped him, and you know, he started crying and stuff like that. But then he was fine, and he just started getting into other stuff, and I'm just like, what is that? Moms, help me out. Like, because I'd be like, I don't want to whoop him. I want him to understand what he's doing is wrong. But right now, it's hard to do that because he can understand, but he can't. He know what no means. He know what stop means. Put that down, put it back. You know, throw it away. He, you know, knows what those mean, but sometimes it's like he just tunes it out. Because I'll sit there, all you hear in this house, honey, stop, no, leave it alone, girl. it's like a broken record, honey. But sometimes I feel like he drowns it out. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to find like a way around that stuff because I don't want him to be this way right now. And then as he gets older, it gets worse. Like that is what I do not want to happen. I don't let him, you know, get his way and stuff like that. I have my moments where I just let him wild out, like honey, his room sometimes, take all the Legos out, dump all his Legos out, he'll dump them out his bag, dump out everything in his toy, but I just let him go free sometimes because I think kids need that, just acting off impulse as long as it's not that too crazy, but honey, he be taking it to the extreme. Starting to kind of affect my job, my manager hasn't said anything to me, but you know, some people don't understand when other people are working from home with kids. Some people, if you don't have kids, if you can't really relate to, you know, how a child is, I just, you know, I try to just keep going and just hope that them people don't, like, they probably do be like, what the heck. Your home job has its pros and cons, especially when you have a kid, okay? At first it wasn't so bad because like I said, he did not have all this energy. But now it's just like, you have to pee-pee. Everybody does not have the luxury of having like a stay-at-home, like an in-home nanny or like a babysitter or something like that. You know, everybody don't have that luxury. And I don't, like I said, we're thinking about daycare, but I have like some thoughts about that, some little drawbacks about that. I really be stuck in between, like, cause we said that we would not give him whoopings. Like, I'm not giving him whoopings. I think you can talk to your child and let them know the consequences of their actions rather than just inflicting pain on them and then just going about your day. Cause honey, I got whoopings and sometimes I still like did stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. So that doesn't always help. Being a parent is just, you know, very stressful, and it's like we get breaks, you know, me and his dad, we are basically the main ones, you know. My family is out of town, which there's really no excuse, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, so it's basically just us, you know what I mean? And then his aunt, she gets them sometimes, but it's basically just me and his dad. So I'm not exhausted like some parents I see be exhausted. Like, I thought I was gonna be like so sleep deprived, and I have not been that way. Like, I mean, I get tired, yes, but it's not ever to the point where I'm just like, I cannot function today because I didn't get enough sleep. I'm open-minded about changing things for my child versus how my childhood was, you know. So some of that page basically is the opposite of how I was raised. So some of that I'm like, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing, but then sometimes I'm like, honey, he's looking dead at you doing that and laughing. Like, he knows. But anyway, for all of my moms out there, all of my parents in general, let me know some things that you do or that you did when your child was around 1 or 2, and how you were able to like deal with stuff. And let me cut this video off so we can get in the bed. I will see y'all next time. Bye.